She loves me not. She loves me. That's what I thought. A penny for your thoughts, a nickel for your kiss. Grab a dandelion and make a wish. She loves me. She loves me not. She loves me. That's what I thought. Diamonds in the eyes, gold in the heart. Face like a Da Vinci, her body's a work of art. Got a nigga motivated. She puts me like a shopping cart.
Women can go out.
Men
and
are
be like,
allowed to cry.
Yeah, but no.
I feel like there's an unhealthy stigma around the fact that men can't cry.
Yeah.
I mean, don't be like a simp, but like don't. You're allowed to have mental health. Like, all right, so that's a big thing. Men are allowed to cry. I feel like we need to stop telling young men and men in general that they can't cry.
Can't cry at work. Nigga, you crying at work, you got a problem.
Yeah, but women can just bust out cry anyway and have like a little breakdown, and everybody come pat her on the back and go, "Oh, it's okay." Yeah. And man, they break down and start crying. People like look at her like, "Shut up, boy." Get
why? But why is that not okay?
Because society's conditioned us to believe that men's supposed to man up, shut up. Nobody wants to really hear about your problems like that.
See, I feel like that's what's wrong with it, though, because I feel like women have this thing like, men don't hear me.
It's a double standard that don't favor men.
All right, that's true. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Favor men.
They don't. That's not fair to y'all.
Because you can't be emotional.
Yeah, that's not fair. I feel like women don't really take that into consideration a lot, that you guys have mental health too. Like the fact that you are stuck providing for us all the time, the fact that you're stuck with all that weight on your shoulders. Women don't really ask men all the time, like, baby, how are you mentally? Like, how you care? But that's what I'm saying. That's the double standard that I don't think is fair. Like I ask you all the freaking time, like mentally, how is you good? Like if something happens, I'm always checking in with you mentally, but because I don't feel like a lot of women do that, and I don't think that's fair. You guys are always I feel like you guys are stuck providing for us emotionally and physically, but who's there to provide for you?
Nobody.
I don't think that's fair. I feel like women should spend more time, focusing on your mental health too. Like if in a partnership, they do make it like a thing, like it's not okay to cry. Like you're supposed to provide for me and make sure I'm good emotionally, but who's there for y'all?
Exactly. And then like it comes to a point, even a guy might break down, and like he might get consulted.
Emotional.
He might get consulted and be like,
consulted.
Okay. No, not consulted. What's
consoled?
Consoled. I'm sorry. I fixed that in editing.
Let me console you, baby.
Yeah, get consoled. And then, but if you keep crying tomorrow, you crying the next day. You cry the next day, you're like, yo, what's wrong with you, man? Come on, man up.
Cut it out.
Yeah.
Cut the fucking shit.
All right, like you had a moment, but it's too much now.
Yeah, come on. You cried
like 6 moments.
Did you cry yesterday?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, too many moments.
How much is too much?
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? That goes across the board, for everybody, for men and women.
That's a good double standard. No, that's a good double standard. It's a good example.
Word up.
I like that one.
And so, back to the body count thing, we was watching a video earlier about there was lesbians talking about the body count with other lesbians, and they would have blurred lines, and they didn't really wasn't too clear about what is the body count. Is it one finger,
if they count,
two fingers,
if it's at all,
or oral, or because like I said to Bree one time, was like, all right, say if you're a woman and you're a virgin and you had sex with another woman, are you still a virgin?
And I said, is your hymen broken?
Nope.
Well, if your hymen's not broken.
Yeah.
See? Oof. Blew your mind.
So it's like a blurred line. So if you have like sex with 5 women and your hymen never get broken.
And then again, having sex with a woman for a woman is more...
Yeah, you go to the doctor, he gonna say you're a virgin.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
And I feel like when you're with a woman, it's more emotional than anything. It's not about the physicality of it. When a woman is with a woman, it's more so emotional. So I feel like that's a factor too. It's not necessarily about the physicality of it.
That's shady though.
How is that shady?
Because you got the experience, but you're still a virgin at the end of the day.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Your hymen is still like
intact, yeah.
Yeah, niggas didn't bust that hymen open.
Yeah. Oh man, so let's not think about what it comes to that. So for me, it wasn't.
It wasn't black or white.
It wasn't even black and white. I was like, I didn't really care when she was like, "Oh, I got a."
Don't drop my number.
I'm not gonna drop your number, but you gonna keep that confidential.
We're keeping that confidential. I came out about a lot to y'all, but what we not gonna do is we gonna do this on my terms, okay?
Oh man, so I was wanting to know that, and I never understood how the guys that she actually came out and said, this is my number, and they was like, oh my God, and they were real concerned about it. I wasn't concerned about it. I was like,
you're never concerned about anything.
That's not true.
When it comes to me,
I guess so.
Yeah, you got some concerns. So don't listen. You got concerns.
Yeah.
But never like non-wifey concerns.
Yeah, stuff like that. No.
No.
It's not a big deal. Like I said, you offered your body count. I never asked.
Did.
I never asked.
This is true.
So I think I seen an interview with a woman, and she was like, y'all men shouldn't ask women body counts because y'all can't handle it. And here's another thing too I forgot to bring up too. So it's like another thing why I never ask body counts, because if the woman thinks that it might be a problem, she's probably gonna lie to you anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Why would I lie about the body count? Why would you pull up on me unannounced? You know what I'm saying?
Who said that?
Mozzie and shout out to Mozzie. You know what I'm saying? One of my favorite songs, Mozzie and
Drake said that too. If she said she been with 4 or 5 women, you know you gotta. If she's been with 4 or 5 women, you know you gotta multiply by 3.
But that comes from stand-up comedy by Chris Rock.
Oh, we just name dropping all these people.
So Chris Rock said that in one of his stand-ups. He said, if you ask a woman what's her body count, whatever she said, you gotta multiply by 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you probably
fair enough.
So especially if she really thinks if she really
it's
likes you, really likes you, but she thinks it's gonna be a problem, it's gonna be a situation. She's probably gonna lie to you. She's probably not gonna tell you the truth.
Especially
what is in the dark shall come to light. So I never advise that. I think if it's someone that you plan to be with, I advise telling the truth from the beginning, because if that man doesn't accept you for who you are and what you've done, then it's not the one, period.
Mm-hmm. You also got to go by her age, too, because if she's like mad old, she's going to tell you like a low count. Like, bitch, you lying.
Yeah, that's another thing, too. Like, excuse me, I seen an interview, a podcast, and they was asking grown men in their 40s, early 40s, mid-fit 40s, how many is too much? And these guys is like 5, 10. Like,
see, but wifey does matter. Wifey body count matters.
Yeah, I'm like, so if you 40 years old,
wifey body count matters. I'm telling you.
Well, I'm saying if you 40 years old, right, and you talking to a woman that's 35 years old, you really think she's gonna come out like 5, 10? Come on, let's be realistic, man.
Yeah, stop it.
Come on, that's ridiculous. Unless you was like a long-term marriage, what I'm saying, or relationships that was, long-term, I could see that. But, if she was like off and on relationship, maybe relationship for 5 years, and then she was single for like 2, 3 years, 5, 6, come on, 10, that's ridiculous.
Not fair.
That's not fair. That's not fair at all.
Okay.
Especially when your body count is probably like, damn near 100.
See, but then again, the double standard. Women kind of, I don't feel like we should say expect a high body count, but we know it kind of comes with the territory.
But that's the question that you ask. So if you have a high body count, are you gonna judge somebody else? Does a woman that has a high body count?
Yeah, because of the double standard.
Yeah, but...
Oh, wait, like if me with another woman?
No, I'm saying like if I'm a guy, right? Say if I was like an entertainer or whatever, I was a musician or a rapper or whatever, and you go state to state, and you got a body count that's high, so he's got your body counts is like 700, like these guys have high body count like that.
Yeah.
And you go to a girl and she's like, oh, I've been with about 50 guys. You're like, ew, like...
Yeah, I think that definitely is, they're not going to wipe her up.
Yeah, but that's kind of like...
It's not double standard. It's a double standard.
It's a double standard, but you got to be like, come on,
Not for someone you're going to make your wife.
So you be a guy who has like a 700 body count, and then he wants a woman that got like 10. You know what I'm saying? Like you like to move the needle a little bit. You're not gonna be like, that's a little bit crazy right there. Like
I can understand why someone isn't gonna want to choose someone who has a 50 plus body count or a 20 plus body count as their wife.
I get it, but it's like a person who has kids. You know, like a person like some of these women who out here have like 4 kids, and like I want a guy who got no kids. Like, come on, lady.
I can see. Yeah, that doesn't really make sense to me.
Yeah,
that's for a strong stepdad.
Not even just that, but how do you expect that man to be a stepdad if he doesn't even know how to be a dad because he's never been a dad? That's not. You want someone who's going to step into the responsibility of being a father, but but you want someone to step into the role of being a father, but he's still mentally like a little boy because he's never had to be a father. And compared to remember when y'all didn't have kids, y'all were little boys, like mentally.
Those were the days.
Exactly.
I remember
you
that.
Can't expect exactly.
In high school.
Exactly. So again, you can't expect a man to step in and be like, "Oh yeah, I'm a stepdaddy, your child," but he doesn't even know how to really be a man at that point. You know what I'm saying?
But not only that, it's just the audacity of you to say, "I want a man who ain't got no kids." When you have 2, 3 kids, that's bold as hell.
Bold.
It is.
Who you think you is?
It is.
You know, and that's some of the things that women around here, they go around saying this stuff and believing that they deserve these people that they don't really deserve. Like, you date on your level, right? And sometimes you get lucky.
Yeah.
And you get a catch. But most of the time you date on your level, and you need to respect that.
Fair enough.
Respect your boundaries, my G.
Respect other people's boundaries. Like, you lucky.
If you know they're above you, don't even bother.
No, not that. No, shoot, you miss every shot you don't take, but you miss every shot you don't take, but at the same time, you run around act like you better than somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like,
nobody's better than anybody.
That's how I feel. So we got anything else to add to this body count talk?
Not necessarily.
Let me see.
Any points you want to make, Ant? Mr. Boyer boys?
I say that these chicks talk about the shit, but you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say.
He's right. Hey, computer's puting. This computer was puting.
Let's see if it comes to me.
Oh, bro. So, like we said, it's Ant's birthday.
HBD.
37 more minutes left of it.
Oh, yeah. So you're not, after 37 more minutes, you won't be hitting that 40 depression.
40 in the day.
40 deep in the game.
And 2 weeks from now, exactly 2 weeks from now, it'd be my birthday.
Exactly 2 weeks to the day.
Double 4-4. We're gonna celebrate in Florida.
In Florida.
We're going to Florida.
The final state that I need to go to
travel East Coast.
To finish the full.
I don't believe that.
You're a hater. He's a hater.
I gotta double check that.
No, you did.
He tried to bunk it, man. Yeah, but I chilled at every state in the East Coast. Like, actually, I just drove through, just actually chilled there and hung out there. Every single one of them.
Good job, baby.
I need validation.
There's mostly proof, right?
Nah, I need
evidence. You need to evidence. We need evidence. Photo in each state.
You can start from Vermont and go all the way down.
Right? We did. You just did.
We did that already.
And we've been starting to write our initials in every state we've been in.
Yeah. We wish we did it earlier because we had a lot of states already locked in. Yeah,
but we're going to go back.
We did 2 so far?
3.
3
states I've written our initials down in.
We did Pennsylvania.
It's not hogwash. You're hogwash.
Don't be
hater. Some haterade over here. Shit's getting a little chilly.
Man. So, we posted a few videos that actually got a little bit of traction, What was the one? So this weird video got a little traction.
Marital views.
That one, but it was one that it seemed like me and Bree was kind of like arguing.
Yeah, that's the marital views. That was the marital views.
It seemed like we was kind of like arguing, and then all of a sudden, Bree hit me up. She's like,
It went from 100 views the night prior to 1.9K.
Yeah, but it was funny how it happened. It's like, I think we're kind of like going viral. I'm like, oh, what? And then she's like, this video, this.
I sent him a screenshot.
And it's funny because all of the attention went to her. Like he's like blink, 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 blink. She got like 2,000.
I had 2,000 requests on my Facebook and counting.
2,000 friend requests. And the guy's like, hey, Bri, are you? I love you.
Getting phone calls as
Yeah,
it
you
turned
got
out.
like
Yeah,
the Indian
no.
dudes from all kind of
And
places.
no,
Yeah.
seriously.
It's funny. They hit there. They could call it. Guys are weird, man. You guys need to cut it out, all right?
Very much in love, y'all.
I mean, you guys are strange, man. Like, what do you think? Like, you see her on the video, and she's talking, and we got a couples podcast, whatever, and
couples podcast.
As we're telling y'all about our lives together with our children and our, our experiences.
Yeah, and then here come these guys, 2,000 dudes, like literally, like we look at them like
messages back to back, phone calls, yeah.
Like 1,000, like she had 1,000 friend requests like one day, right? In like a couple hours, you had 1,000 friend requests.
It's ignorant. That's the problem, man.
Yeah,
motherfuckers is thirsty, dehydrated online.
Partially parts.
Yeah, partially part.
Oh my gosh.
It was funny. I was like, what about me? What am I? Chopped liver?
You're fine, baby. It's okay.
It's all right. I don't need the attention. Especially from the Indian men and the dudes from like Eastern Europe.
Stop it.
I know the point about body counts, but I forgot what it was. Oh, yeah. What it was about the body count that I forgot to talk about was we said about women who get married that only been with like 1 or 2 partners, 1 to 4 partners. They usually want to go out and experiment and explore, and so we was watching another couple's podcast, and they are swingers, and
they started swinging because of the fact that they've been together since high school.
Yeah, they was each other's first
everything.
They were their first everything, first boyfriend, girlfriend, first kiss, first people they had sex with.
Have children together and everything at this point.
Yeah, so they got to a point where they got to a point where they're like, yo, we kind of like never been with anybody else. So they actually went out and started swinging together.
No, they went to a swingers club and tried the experience.
Yeah.
And ended up discovering that swinging is, a thing for them because of the fact that they had such a lack of experience before.
Yep.
That now it's enhanced their marriage,
kept them together.
It's kept them together.
So that's an interesting thing too. Like try to get them on our podcast too. Like
that'd be cool.
I forget the name. We have to look it up.
Yeah, we'll come back with that one.
It's interesting being on that level to like understand that, because you would think that one of the two will not even be on that time.
See, sometimes
we crazy.
Sometimes it is like that though.
Sometimes it is.
And
they both want to get on that that do understanding of this shit.
Yeah.
It takes a level of honesty, I think. Being honest with your partner that a lot of people aren't really used to or they're scared to do.
Yeah. I think the way they explained it, they kind of like gradually went into it. You know what I'm saying? They went into it like, first, they tried just, I think girls, added a girl, and then they like graduated to like adding another couple. And they like integrated, like just kept going and exploring a little bit more to see what they like, and then it worked out for them, which is real cool. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a tough thing. That's a tough thing to do. Like just be with one person for a long time, be with one person forever.
Yeah.
And it's always gonna be in the back of your mind, like what if, or what is this like with this person? What is this like with this person? And have enough, be secure enough to go out there.
Secure and trust. I mean, there's a level of respect and trust and honesty that like has to come with the territory. You can't just like hop into it. And you guys are having those issues. If there's issues around that, you have to work on that first. But there has to be a level of respect, trust, and honesty from that you have a foundation of that.
Yeah, like kind of like unconditional love too.
Yeah.
It might probably get to a point where later on in their life where it's like, you know what, we did that enough, and it's cool to be with just me and you.
Yeah, there's phases.
So. That's another thing too, That's why I say maybe we got to a little back and forth before. I think every couple should, give it a little run, give it a little try.
if both are willing. Again, I feel like, you know, like he said, some couples aren't, one of them isn't going to be okay with it, and then one of them's going to feel like they have to compromise themselves for the other person, and that I don't think is okay.
Cool. Yeah, no. That's the road for disaster.
It's a situational thing. I think if you're both open to it and if you're both secure enough in the situation, I think of course try the situation, because you know it's a great situation.
And one has to respect the person that, if one person's not into it, the other person has to respect that and be like, you know what?
Yeah.
That's it. You know, we tried it. It's not for you, not for us. So
or learning your boundaries, just like how we established there is no other men entering our situation. We'll never ever be any men enter our situation. It's only women, and that works for both of us. You know, there's boundaries and rules that you learn along the way, but you have to respect that.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta be thrown in the water to see if that's what you like. You know, sometimes. So, you know, be comfortable, and if you're with a partner that you're not fully trusting with, you don't really fully feel like
you can
trust them, and you can be honest. You know what I'm saying? Then you probably should be with that person anyway.
Yeah.
You know, so you know we thank Ant for coming on the show with us.
And happy birthday again.
Happy birthday again.
We just soundboard.
We soundboard.
We need a soundboard.
Soundboard.
Yeah.
We're clapping and clapping.
That's our next purchase, guys. That's our next purchase.
We can work that into the whole thing.
That's our next purchase.
So the show's over, you know. What they say.
The deed's been done and the cake's been baked, y'all.
She loves me. She loves me not. She loves me. That's what I thought. A penny for your thoughts, a nickel for your kiss. Grab a dandelion and make a wish. She loves me. She loves me not. She loves me. That's what I thought.